Alright, here we go. We got another game. I think I'm going to go for e4 for a little while here. Definitely not my strong suit, especially not against the French. But, hey, we'll see how I do, I guess. um, I actually don't know this variation at all. All I know is that I'm not very good against the French. If you ever see me play e4 against you, just play the French, and I probably won't do very well. See, I already probably made a big mistake here. Now I have this isolated d pawn, which is going to be a pain in the butt for me. But I mean, isolated queen pawn positions are very double-edged because, yeah, it's a weakness for white, but as long as you keep it well protected, it can be a launching pad for an attack for whoever is playing white. So, or whoever has the isolated queen pawn. So, let's see, my bishop's hanging, and my pawn is hanging, so I guess I'll have to trade off the light square bishop. Definitely something I don't want to do, but at the same time, I don't want to drop any of my pawns. So, okay, queen e2, keeping the defense on my knight, and knight f3 and castles is my plan here. I guess he wants to play queen b4 or something to try to trade the queens off. That's what I thought. Well, I really don't like trading queens, and especially not when there's an isolated queen pawn. But I don't know. I don't think I have anything better. I mean, it's a blitz game, 3-0. So hopefully I can keep my position together and keep an eye on my isolated queen pawn. In fact, here maybe I can get it off right away. I think if I get rid of my isolated queen pawn, my position's fine. The position's gonna be wide open, and he has the two bishops, so I definitely don't think I'll be winning. But at least I'll have some chances. I won't just be out and out losing. So. Okay, so now isolated queen pawn's gone. Now I can do something with my pieces, which is good. Okay. I'm not too worried about him playing rook takes. Equal pawn structure is a little easier to defend when there's imbalances. It's a little harder to play. My pawn structure would have been solid in that case, so I would have been the one having targets. But here I have targets too. I have ideas of like knight g5. His pawn on a7 is hanging. Yeah, so I'm not doing too bad. Yeah, so I'm on his rook and his pawn here. So rook f6 or rook e7 are okay moves for him. Actually, rook e7 might not be the best idea because of knight d5 forking. Actually, knight d5 is good no matter where his rook goes to try to defend f7. So maybe I'm winning material here with knight takes f7. Okay, he traded off his dark square bishop for my knight, which would have been causing him a lot of problems. So now he doesn't have the two bishops, and now I've won a pawn. So somehow I kind of turned this position around a little bit. I'm still kind of weary. I mean, there's opposite colored bishops. Rooks are still on the board, so he's going to have a somewhat decent bid for counterplay. Maybe I can get the rooks off, though. Well, no, because then rook e2. Let's play. Okay, rook d2 to protect my second rank. I can't allow him to keep on my second rank for too long because all my pawns are there. So he'd be able to gobble everything up, which I definitely do not want. So, instead, that's why I put my rook on d2, basically. See if I can plant my knight on f5. Should be a decent square. He could get kicked right away with a move like that, but Shouldn't be too bad. Now my knight's kind of running out of squares. It's kind of a shame. But maybe I can get a pair of rooks off this way. If I can get a pair of rooks off, I should be doing pretty well. Maybe I can bring my knight into e3 and blunt his control of that file. I'm expecting bishop f3 here, but I guess he didn't want to do that. Now his bishop is hanging. King b2. Get out of that. I'm kind of running low on time, so I'm making moves here. I just lost a piece here. It's no good. But maybe I can win a pawn out of it. Oh, I'm in check. Okay. And I might be in big trouble here. I couldn't go to a3 because rook takes a2 as mate. So it looks like I'm probably going to lose this game on time, which is, it's not too bad. Could be worse. Okay, let's see if I can push my pawn. He has his pawn to push, I'll push my pawn, and maybe I can get a draw or something out of this. This is easily losing, but time was a factor, and I just couldn't keep up on time. Spent too much time talking about the position and trying to hold my isolated queen pawn together. But all right, on to the next game.